Ready? All right, good evening. I'd like to call to order the Village of Monee's Planning and Zoning meeting of June 15th, 2022. Let's rise for our pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Bettenhausen.
Here.
Brophy.
Here.
Culp.
Here.
Linnerer.
Here.
Lindstrom.
Here.
Trevino.
Here.
West.
Here.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting of April 20th, 2022. I need a first.
I'll make it. I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Brophy.
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Linnerer.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Is there anyone here from the public that would like to speak? I need a motion to open for the public hearing.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Culp.
Yes.
Linnerer.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Palchik, did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to come up and present your case in court?
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. I don't know, this is a little bit too low.
There you go. That's what I do.
My name is Ted Kowalczyk. I am the owner of 5-Star Custom Cabinetry. I'm applying for a special use permit with the Village of Monee. The reason for my application is because the type of work I do is not listed on the current zoning list. I have been in business of custom cabinetry since 2005. My current shop is located in Alsip at 4808 West 129th Street. I have been at this location since 2005. I have 3 full-time employees, 1 employee part-time. The type of work my shop performs are kitchen cabinets, vanities, built-in wall units, bookshelves, anything that customer wants that needs to be manufactured in the shop. Each project requires field measurements and a CAD drawing. Customers will decide with the features of what kind of wood, colors, style, and other details. Once the customer approves the project, we start the production. The production usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks, depends how big is the project. And there is some machinery involved, obviously a spray booth for spraying cabinets, table saws, edge benders, white belt sanders, shapers, all kinds of stuff to make the cabinets.
Does anyone have any questions?
I have one concern. Is there going to be any smells with like adhesives?
Not from
Nothing
the
real strong.
adhesives.
You know, I actually know of your company, because I know you're in Alsip. I have a company where my son owns it now, and we've been involved with Alsip for 40 years now. And I've heard that you've got a very good reputation. So I know you're up 129th Street, and I've heard things about you, and I've heard you got a good reputation in Alsip, so I'd like to let the board know that.
Thank you.
I have a question. Dust collection.
We have a central dust collector.
Okay,
Yeah, every tool is gonna be connected to it.
that's important.
It's probably the most important thing in the cabinet shop.
All right, is that all of our questions?
I'd like to make another note. I actually stopped and I talked to a couple of the firemen next door, and I asked them if they had any concerns about this, and they said no. And one of the firemen actually lived in Stager, and he said he had a cabinet maker right across the way from him. And he goes, he's been there for years, and he's never had any issues with them. Sir?
I had one question. The hours of operation and the noise volume?
The hours of operation, we start at 7:30 in the morning and we finish at 5 p.m.
Mr. Kowalczyk, how about sales? Do you do sales? When you do this manufacturing, you charge a sales tax?
Sales tax?
Yes.
Not yet.
Did you do it in LSIP?
We didn't. We didn't.
Okay. You registered with the state of Illinois for,
Well, I am paying taxes on the material that I'm buying, right? Sales tax on the material that I buy, but then we add our labor on top of it, so I don't know how
okay.
that's.
Yeah, just curious, because you're selling out of that building, correct?
We are building it and we are installing it.
Okay.
So when we order our material, we pay sales tax on all of it right away, right? And then we add our labor on top to the cost. So I don't know if,
Yeah, I'm not an accountant, but I think the village will check in on that, you know, not to hurt you or anything, but if you are selling out of there, and there's sales tax that's
Okay.
involved.
yeah.
Do you have a 36 number?
No.
Okay. And you pay quarterly and everything in the state of Illinois?
Yes.
Oh, okay. They haven't asked about withholding or the 36 number?
You're talking about my W-36?
Yeah, the 36 dash whatever for the
Like
state of
an
Illinois?
FEIN?
Is that for a sales tax or that's?
It's for
It's like
state of Illinois,
your
yeah.
business's federal ID number.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I do have it, yes.
okay.
Oh, misunderstanding.
That's okay. Okay, is that everyone's questions? Does anyone from the public have any questions?
I have a question. Just next to you, on the north side, there's a house there, no?
Yes, correct.
And it is occupied, somebody lives in there?
I think so, yeah.
I think in that case, you also have to put up a fence between your building and that. I think so. That's it. Makes sense if it's for
Oh,
M,
he's not here to
it
ask,
should be
because he would
for
probably
C
know.
also, I think.
Sir, did you meet with our building department supervisor,
Romy?
Romy, yes?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and did he walk through the building?
We're gonna schedule inspection this week. Oh, he's not here, so next week sometimes.
Okay. Now, as Mr. Lair here said, we'll address the issue about the fence with Romy. He's a stickler for detail, so if it's got to be up, it's got to be, it's not a big area for the fencing, so if Romy says, because any permit, if the board deems appropriate that's issued, it would say subject to compliance with any and all of our rules and regulations for code. Is that sprinkled, by the way?
Is that what?
Is it sprinkled? Do you have a fire?
Sprinkler system?
No,
Fire
it doesn't
suppression?
have- It doesn't have any sprinklers. We're gonna have to install some.
Yeah, it's over 5,000 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit over 5,000
I
feet.
think it's got to be,
Well, that's our plan. That's what we were planning to install the sprinkler.
especially right next to the fire department, they'll let you know.
Shouldn't be that far.
They'll find you.
Can't hide.
Come on, all right. Yeah, they get a break.
It's a minor one. What is that $800 check for? that we have?
I think that's,
That's a fee.
Part of that?
Yes, Village of Monee requires that for a special.
Yeah,
use
right,
permit.
that's paying pretty much, right?
I had it in my first one. But yeah, that's. Okay. All right, that's all their questions. Okay, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
I second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Linner,
Yes?
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Okay, now we need to decide if we're gonna make a favorable or unfavorable recommendation. Would someone like to do that?
I'll make that motion for favorable.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Colt,
Yes.
Linear,
Yes.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
The record should reflect, too, that the applicant does meet the standards for the special use permit under 1129. Basically, it will not endanger the public health and safety. The special use will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of his property or other property located near it, and the special use will not impede the normal or orderly development of surrounding property, and there's adequate utilities, access roads, and drainage. Did you get that, Michelle?
She's got amazing shorthand.
She's quick with that pen, right?
It's 1129E.
She just put a check mark.
Maybe you can just cut and paste.
I got that saved.
All right, so we will pass this on to the board, and I believe they meet again next week, Wednesday, the 22nd. And that process is they will go look through all this themselves, and then any recommendations by Romy as well, correct?
You should be present, sir.
I should be present.
We
right?
make, the board makes this recommendation, it goes for the full board and the mayor. They'll make final call on it, but it's a favorable recommendation, but you should be available in case the board of trustees have any questions, or the mayor or the administrator.
Okay.
And it'd probably be a good idea to talk to Romy beforehand, because I think the board might ask you, have you talked to Romy?
Okay, when is he coming back next week?
Monday?
Yeah, I think-
Monday, okay. Yeah. All right, I will talk to him.
All right,
All right,
thank you very much.
good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so then do we have any new business? No new business? All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Ty? All right, roll call.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Colt,
Yes.
Linear,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.